After the final bell for last period ended, I made it as quick as I could to meet up with Holly. I ran into Rowley first though. I told him that I had to go do something first, but we'll be quick about it, and he can wait for me right outside the school building. I was a little anxious about something else interfering with my rendezvous with Holly. Thankfully, there wasn't. We decided to sign up for the writing club. After that, I met up and headed home with Rowley. Have you been able to talk to Holly? Yeah, we do share first period together. You? Kinda, but I've been talking more to Patty lately. Is she your girlfriend now, bro? No, Greg. Patty and I are just friends. She's a hard worker because she believes there's more to her and that her ambitions are too big for her here in Plainview. I think that's admirable. How about Holly? Is she your girlfriend? I hope Rowley is right, because I'm not sure who I'd rather not be Rowley's girlfriend. Patty or Abigail? Yuck. Later, Mom wanted to talk to me privately, since Holly and I are now starting to hang out together more. She says she discussed with the Hills about Holly being my regular study partner. It's that there wasn't that far of a reach because my grades were never that great, especially in middle school. She also said that if I got at least a B plus on my upcoming assignment, I would have my own cell phone. I've already seen a few of my classmates have them, so I'm kind of jealous of them. Even Rowley had one, but he had a few restrictions because, well, his parents, they still baby him. It's ridiculous. Wednesday, I told Holly about being my study partner for the assignment due this Friday. Riley's going to begin football after school that day, which means I'll be walking home on my own. I was kind of surprised that Holly was game with doing creative writing. She told me that painting is one of her hobbies, and there were many clubs related to art. I guess one reason could be that her elective is visual art. I didn't mention before that Holly and I go to the same elective. Did I? Freddie and Shelley go there too. I thought Riley would be there because we did all of those comics back in middle school. He chose writing for his elective. Patty? First Riley and now Holly? I'll pretend that I'm still packing up from last class. Hey Greg, may I ask you something? She asked me if I knew how to play tennis? I played tennis on the Wii. She looked at me with furrowed eyebrows, a frown, and said that didn't count. Holly offered to teach me. I decided to say okay to it. We planned to go on to the country club on Friday. Practice was fine. Holly actually gives tennis lessons at the club. It was the closest she was to me when she helped adjust my posture and how to hold and swing the tennis racket. I was always disgusted by how Rowley was with his family. Mom and Manny were kind of similar. I felt glad that Dad and Roderick were not like them. With Holly, I felt different, sorta. When it was almost time to go home, Holly invited me to come over to her house this Sunday. Of course I said yes. I also said something that I really didn't think I would ever say. Holly, I enjoy spending time with you. Same here, Greg. I'm glad we're friends. Really? Really. Sunday. Rowley called me on Saturday yesterday. Overall, sounds like he had a good time on Friday. Well, a great time, he said. I was about to rave how my Friday was, but then Rowley asked me if I want to hang out with him today. I said yes as usual, so I figured I can talk to him about my time with Holly then. When I came over to Rowley's, Fregley was with him. I was kind of annoyed that Rowley didn't give me a heads up, but I stayed anyway. I didn't want to talk about my Friday if it wasn't going to be just the two of us. Not gonna lie, I was disappointed. Maybe I could talk about it when we walked to school together on Monday. I was asked how my Friday was, but I wanted to be basic, saying everything was fine. Today I came over to Holly's house, meaning I rode from church with the Hills. Holly's sisters are Heather and Hannah. Heather, who I remember from one summer, didn't seem keen to see me, let alone staying at her house. Hannah seemed more interested because there were glimpses of her peeking throughout my visit. I was kind of awkward with both of them, but I'm used to awkwardness. What mattered the most was Holly and I spent time together. Tuesday. I didn't get to tell Riley my real Friday on Monday either because 1. Fregley walked to school with us. 2. While it was just the two of us on the way home, Fregley had other things to do, so it won't be every time according to what Riley said. By then, I just dropped the idea of telling about it. However, that still kind of bothered me alongside with Fregley starting to be around us more often. Grave writing started today. Me, Holly, Sirag, Julia Weber, and some girl that I've not seen before who looked like she had no interest in being here. We started with why we joined the club. Holly said for enjoyment. Sirag said to improve his writing skills. Julie said because creative writing is her hobby. The new girl said she didn't feel like sharing, but guess what says she goes by Angie. And me, I said so I can be an author. In middle school, I used to say how I will become famous. However, I didn't put actual thought about how to get there. Maybe it was still wishful thinking, but I want to make it to real fame by being an author. Creative Writing Club was way smaller than I expected. I hope this club isn't cancelled because of its size. Perhaps there's other clubs that could do better with writing, like the newspaper and drama clubs. Besides Angie, it seemed like we were all game. We were supposed to meet once a week. I got a good grade on the assignment I was studying almost since the start of the school year. I'll be getting my own phone. Woohoo! I ended up calling Rowley about it. He said we'll be able to text our secret language to each other. That'll be fun.